Hey YouTube, back here with another dealership tour here on this 2016 Ford Explorer Sport, this $53,000 Ford Explorer. So we'll go ahead and take a look at it. The Explorer's been out for a while. This generation came out in 2011 and it had a refresh for the 16 model year, 15 or 16 model year, which updated the front end and some interior styling, and has a little new style back end there. So this is the top end sport trim level. We'll go ahead and take a look at it. These are LED accented front headlights. To me, I would prefer a projector because this reflector style LED looks kind of cheap in my opinion, and these massive, it looks like one big reflector piece from the 90s, and I don't think it kind of exudes the tech forward mentality that the Explorer kind of offers. You got a pretty low lip down here for the valence for aerodynamics. Doesn't really give you the best off-road credentials. You have a front parking camera, as you can see right there above your front license plate. Ford Explorer badging. The Explorer nameplate only comes there on the Sport. Looking off to the side though, you're on Hankook tires. This is a pretty attractive wheel design here. These sport trim level wheels are, man, what are they? Let's see if we can't find it here. They are 20-inch wheels. I should have guessed that. Looking here at the back, we'll go ahead and take a look at the window sticker. So, like I said, $52,705 in terms of options. This one has a $45,000 base price. And you've got the upgrade 401A package with blind spot monitoring, inflatable seat belts, power tilt telescopic steering wheel for $3,000, and then you have the moonroof for $1,595, adaptive cruise control for $1,150, and the rear second center console. So basically a lot of upgrades here. We'll go ahead and look at the rear seat before we climb into the front. So, wow, I can barely get in here. Very large rear doors and kind of a small opening, as you can tell there. But as you can see, you've got your rear climate control, power outlets, cup holders galore with that center console, which is optional, like we mentioned. Man, I can't even get in. We'll have to get on the other side. Ford does an interesting thing with their crossovers where it's kind of awkward entry points, in my opinion. But looking at the rear here, of course, you have your power third row seat off to the side here. And as you can see, one's up and one's kind of halfway down. But if you fold, well, if we go ahead and stow, kind of slow. So there you go. Once you stow the third row seat, it makes for a lot of room. But if we raise that one up, and go ahead and look at it, and then you've got a deep cargo well down below. So, I mean, pretty good amount of space here in the back for one of the older entries into the segment. Slow power liftgate in the sport trim level here. Dual outlet exhaust with rear parking sensors. Of course, it's all blacked out. You'd have some chrome accenting if this wasn't a Sport. And you have a nifty little kind of like a washer nozzle for your backup camera in case snow's on it or what have you. But if you see what I mentioned, I mean, these are massive doors and kind of a small entry. And when you sit inside of it, it's kind of a stadium style seating, so we're higher than the front row actually. A good view over. But if you can see here, got those power outlets like we mentioned, climate control, and then some storage and kind of like a tray fashion here for your rear center console. And you have your double pane moonroof, that was optional. And then just your coat hooks and everything of that nature. And the child locks are on. That is awesome, and that is just my luck. Now we can get out here. Literally just had to climb over. Yeah, this was not very well rehearsed, was it? But sitting in the front here, very kind of awkward driving position. And I've said this about other Ford crossovers. I mean, I have to lean over to sit and use the armrest. Kind of an old looking style here with the, I mean, this is kind of old. Granted, like I said, it's an older entry, but it's still very tech forward with the Sync 3 system here. And you've got your parking cameras and everything of that nature. But, kind of poor quality materials for $53,000. So, I'm kind of going to abandon this tour because I feel pretty embarrassed about the whole rear seat thing. So, it kind of makes a, did you hear that clunking noise? Yeah, it rattles. $53,000. Go Ford. Awesome. Congrats.